But I also want to point out, talking about the categories, when we talk about categories, there seems to be something with the public when we go from one category to the other. It only takes 1 mile per hour difference to go from a Cat 1 to a Cat 2, but it's almost 20 mile per hour difference from a weak end of a category to a strong end of a category. So when I always talk about the dangers or consequences of these storms more so than the category, because to your point, we went from a 2 to a 1, but that really doesn't mean anything on paper. It just means that that's our categorization. That's what it is in the Saffir-Simpson scale. But really, the impacts are going to be just the same. We're still going to have a heck of a lot of rain coming out of the sky. We're going to have rising water. So you're going to have water coming from the top, and you're going to have water rising from the ground. So, I mean, this is going to be problematic for a lot of folks on the coast, from Mobile through Pensacola all the way to Panama City. And there's a lot of small towns, and there's a lot of low-lying areas there in the western part of the Florida Panhandle. And then even as you move inland, significant rainfall expected from Mobile, small little towns, a little town called Opp, Alabama. It's known as the city of opportunity, all the way to the Wiregrass, and that's where Dothan is on the eastern side of Alabama. So we're looking at anywhere from 10 to 15 inches in the Mobile Bay Area, where you see Fairhope, Gulf Shores, Bay Vignette. Then you move over to Atmore in Escambia County, and then tracking towards Andalusia. It's kind of the center spot in the state. Dothan already seeing some significant rainfall right now, and that's all due in part to Sally. So rain is going to be a big issue. I know we talk about it in the meteorology community, how rain is often the greatest danger, but I think sometimes public perception is category of storm and wind is where the danger falls, but that's not really the case. And then the other thing that we have to mention, this storm will produce some spin-up tornadoes as it begins to veer inland and those frictional effects start to take over. So that's something we're going to have to watch closely for